What's up YouTube, welcome back to the channel. James is kindly going to do his Resonator deck profile with extra inside deck. I'll let you take away mate because you know more about Resonators than I do.
Yeah. No, hi guys, my name's James. Today I'm bringing you my Resonator deck profile. Let's get straight into it. We are starting off with 3 Soul Resonator. This allows you to go into your plays off the bat and start by searching any card that has Red Dragon Archfiend in its text. Generally, you go into your Bone Archfiend for combo plays. We'll get into that later when we see the Bone Archfiend itself. Also, if a monster will be destroyed by card effect while I control Red Dragon Archfiend, you can banish the card from your graveyard instead. So it's a protection spell as well. Next, we go into our next Resonator, which is my personal favourite, is Crimson Resonator. This monster, while your opponent controls a monster and you don't, or I believe it's just when you don't control a monster, you can special this monster from your hand. Also, when you have it on the field with a Dark Dragon Synchro monster, you can special summon up to 2 Resonators from your deck, which I like it at 3. It can be bumped down, but at the moment it's one of my consistent cards. Next we have our Vision Resonator, which when it is sent to the graveyard, you can search a spell or trap that has Red Dragon Archfiend in its text. And once per turn it can be, if I remember rightly, if a level 5 or higher dark monster is on the field, it can be special summoned from hand, so it's an inherent summon as well. Next, I move on to my Synchron Resonator. Yeah, Synchron Resonator. While I control Synchro monster, while there is a Synchro monster on the field, it can be special summoned from the hand, but can only be special summoned once per turn this way, which is the same as Vision. Also, when it's sent to graveyard from the field, you can add back another Resonator, except itself, back to your hand. And finally, for the Resonators, we have Creation Resonator, which, while control a level 8 or higher Synchro monster, can be special summoned from your hand. So it can just be bounced back. I've had plays where I've bounced it back 3 times from my hand, and keep special summoning it and using it, and it's a really good play, but only a one-off. It's a very good one-off. Next, we have 3 Bone Archfiend. We want to see this card and this creature itself. This is why we search it off of our Vision, the first Resonator at the beginning, because it has Red Dragon Archfiend in its text. Also, you can send a card from hand or deck to graveyard to special summon it, but also you can send one while it's on the field. You can send one from your deck to graveyard to level manipulate. Next, I go into my Wandering King Wildwind at 3. While I control a level 3 or lower Fiend Tuner monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. I also like it from the turn after. You can search your Resonators or your Fiend Tuners by banishing this card from graveyard. Next, we have what's supposed to be a Flame King Crime, which I don't have currently, but I will be getting some. I've not completely read the cards itself, but it's a very, very good effect. I think it allows itself to special summon. But proper reasons, I shall make another deck profile properly explaining why. But it's a very good, and it also allows me to go into Synchronous very easily. Next, we have Yugioh, Obsessive Yugioh. Again, this is a level 4 tuner, so it's a very harder monster. It goes directly into our 8th, but if this card is in your hand, you can target 1 Synchro monster you control or in your graveyard, banish it. If you do, special summon this card. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 Synchro monster you control or in your graveyard, banish it, and if you do, add this card to your hand, but you can only use each effect once per turn. It just allows bouncing back. Next, which by recommendation, playing Fire Ant Acetor. I discard a card, special summon it, and then special summon the Fire Ant. Sorry, that's Acetor Dawnwalker. But you get to special summon the Fire Ant Acetor to the field in defense. Just allows you to go into quick level 8 plays right off the bat. Next, we go into our hand traps. And I'm only doing hand trap monsters first. We are going into our 3 Ash. Simple reasons. Your opponent wants to search. Special, if they want to search, special from deck. Or send from deck to graveyard. You turn them off. You tell them no. Next, we have our Veilers. Well, I have 3 of them, just obviously obvious reasons. Your opponent wants to activate their monster on field, you turn it off and say no. Again, Called by the Grave, they want to use their hand traps, you say no to those. Next we go into 3 Res Call, just so we get our Resonator searches beforehand. 3 Crimson Gaia, you want your searches, you want your protection, and it also allows your, if Red Dragon Archfiend is on the field to attack, it can turn all your opponent's monsters face down, and that's a really good play. Next we have Red Zone, just so that when we go into our big boss monsters, and if any of them get banished, you can bring them back from the graveyard or banish zone. Also, if you control Red Dragon Archfiend on the field, it can allow you to pop a card. Last but not least, we have 3 D-Barrier, just in case we go against the likes of Pendulum, Synchro, Xyz, or Fusion, or Ritual types. So it allows them to stop them going into theirs, but also, if I have any of the same type, it stops that as well. That's the main deck. It's trying to go turbo. As the extra deck will say, it'll be a lot more explained. Red Supernova Dragon, first of all, for the extra deck. Your big boss monster now, when that Calamity is gone. Obviously, Calamity used to negate board, but this allows you to, if your opponent builds up a board while this is on there, and they go monster effect, you can banish the whole board by removing this card from play. And it comes back during your next end phase. Also, very similar to Red Nova Dragon, it gains 500 attack for each tuner I have in the graveyard. Which, along with the hand traps, sending themselves to graveyard, as well as the Resonators quick synchroing into graveyard themselves, can boost it up a long way. It's a very good Oko monster, sit on board, banish your opponent. Next, I have Draco Kaitos. One, I got it in there as it's a big beat stick, 4k, can't be destroyed by battle, and also if it destroys a monster by battle, it deals damage equal to the attack. Yeah, can make your opponent's, so I'm going to read it properly. Cannot be destroyed by battle. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can activate this effect. This card can make a second attack on an opponent's monster in a row. During your standby phase, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack becomes half its current attack, and if it does, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the lost attack. Okay, so it deals half the attack by removing the attack. But also, it's a very good beat stick. Next, we have Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. I only have one in there. It's just a very good remove yours from the boards. For example, that I usually go into, that I always find, I've always got a Synchron Resonator left on board. So what I do after I synchroed and it's still there is I use Bane's ability to tribute it off, getting the Abyss back, and then adding back a Resonator back from graveyard to hand. Just so it combos back round, which then also has helped me before by me being able to special summon Creation Resonator. Next, I go to Abyss just in case one gets removed, you've got another one that you can bring back to special summon. Next, I have one Void Ogre Dragon, just so I can get around these, I believe it's spell and trap cards, and destroy it. Next, I have one Scarlight. This is a Ghost Scarlight, if anyone can't see. It's a little bit damaged, but it served me well. It served my purpose. Again, just used for being a Red Dragon Archfiend, so being able to flip those pesky opponent's monsters face down. Also, its ability allows you to pop monsters with attack equal or less than itself, and dealing 500 to the opponent. Next, we go into Scar Red Dragon Archfiend. I got two of those. It's the new one. When synchroed, you're allowed to special summon. When synchroed, this card becomes itself on the field, while on the field or in the graveyard. If this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard, you can special summon one Red Dragon Archfiend from your extra deck. This is treated as a synchro. Then, if this card was sent to the graveyard as a synchro material for Dark Dragon Synchro, you can destroy all attack position monsters your opponents control. You can only use this effect of the name once per turn, so it's only a once of obvious reasons. Next, I have two Red Dragon Archfiend for the exact same reasons of the Scar Reds, but also with Red Dragon Archfiend comboed with Crimson Gaia. Red Dragon Archfiend also pops your opponent's face down monsters while it attacks. Because the wording states, if Red Dragon Archfiend would declare an attack, all opponent's monsters will flip down. And Red Dragon Archfiend's effect is, while it attacks a defense position monster, destroy all defense position monsters your opponent controls. Very good combo. Just remove board. That's then allowing you to end board on a very good negate target, possibly, or a banish board. Next, we have Quibelt the Blade Dragon. If this card is synchro summoned, you can target one card on the field, destroy it. If this card on the field is destroyed, you can target one face-up monster on the field. That monster cannot attack until the end of your opponent's next turn. Each effect can only be activated once per turn. And the final synchro monster we have in this deck is Red Rising Dragon. It's your main play you go into first. It's usually in the main deck, obviously. You have your Soul Resonator. Allows you to get out your Bone Archfiend. Your Bone Archfiend then reduces itself to level 3, allowing you to synchro level 6. Bringing out Red Rising Dragon, which by that time you've also got Crimson Resonator in the graveyard. You special summon the Red Rising Dragon. Brings out the Crimson. Crimson brings out two more tuner monsters that allows you to go into your big level 12. You go into your big massive monster straight. So it's very good combo plays. It's not once per turn. And I just find it's very suitable for this deck. And last but not least, we have our side deck. I play 3 Skullmeister. Just again, it's a searchable fiend monster from this deck. 2. Card number 2, which we have another 3 of, is Ghost Bell. Stopping those pesky graveyard effects. 3, we have Cosmic Cyclone. Banishing your spells and traps on the field that you don't want to be attacking right into. 3, Dark Ruler No More. Just to negate the effects of all face-up opponents, monsters and such. Basically, basic things. And last but not least, we're playing 3 Evenly Matched. Just in case you get outmatched and you only got one monster on board, you can make your opponent go down to the same number of cards you have. Thank you very much for listening to my deck profile. And hopefully I can update it with the True King Flame Crime. Thank you very much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And please, Dan is one of the best people. Please very much subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much. I am JTrex93. Please like, comment, and subscribe on mine if you like Pokemon content for... I'm starting up deck profiles of Pokemon. Thank you very much, and see you again soon.